Board games, that's what we're going to play. Board games to finish off our day. Board games, what we're going to play. Board games to finish off our day. Hello, and that is us. So it is Tuesday. It is approximately 8 o'clock, which means that it is the Tuesday trials. And tonight, hopefully, we'll have Casey join us in a wee bit. Casey seems to be having some internet troubles in Nigeria, and we'll see how things go. But I do have a brand new L deck. Here it is, which has slightly different lettering. This is not the final lettering for the categorical deck. It is just the first iteration. But we are going to play for MELL, and hopefully we will also get to play a bit of Just Rhyme. If Casey doesn't thrive, then I guess we'll just finish up at 9 or something. But first of all, I want to introduce Jason, the musician.
Hey!
And yeah, Jason's currently having dinner, finishing off. I'll let you move on with your stuff. Pancakes.
Oh.
And Heather is the not so mysterious owner, runner, co-owner of protospiel.online, who will let you into their open house. I mean, I should explain for people, Heather won't actually let anyone into their house. Heather just has a company called Open House Mystery Parties.
Yes. From Protospiel. Protospiel is a larger community that I've kind of just stepped up to help lead the online community for. So it's all very awkward. Nobody really owns Protospiel either. It's a community.
You are one of the two co-organizers of the online iteration.
I'm the lead organizer and the two co-organizers who help me. So there's a total of 3 of us.
And hello, Alex, over there. We've got a wee bits of feedback. I'm going to try muting folks, seeing if you can put on headphones here. It's definitely not Jason, but moving ground, we've got Bez, Eli. Ely, I'm really sorry. I keep messing up your name.
You never get Bez wrong, though. You always get that right.
Yeah, fancy that. I can pronounce your first name very well.
Indeed.
And I begrudgingly will admit that one Bez might be funnier than the other Bez. And the funniest Bez might not be me.
I'm sure we're both equally funny.
No, there can only be one. And I will take off my tiara. I think it is you.
Oh, thank you.
And so, Bez, for those who don't know, runs comedy shows and stuff, and online, and does some stand-up, and you can see all of that at Beckdazzle.
Exactly, yeah, beckdazzle.com.
Have you considered changing it to Bezdazzle?
Oh, maybe I should. It's a good idea. I don't know, because I've paid for a domain name, so I don't really know how that works.
You wait a year and then you change it.
Okay.
I had very naively been told to say in my domain name what it is I do.
Yeah.
Every time I looked at it, I cringed. So I waited a year or so, changed provider, and then I got the new domain and removed the composer bit because it was just cringy. very cringy. It was also long.
I think if you do bezely.com, it redirects you to backdazzle.com. So I paid something to do that, but I think the main address has to be that for 2. I paid for it for 2 years. But Bezdazzle, good. I like Bezdazzle.
Bezdazzle.
And this is Bez. That is a photo that I took, I believe. Is it not?
I think so. Were you sitting next to Carrie?
I was sitting in the row and I took these photos of you.
Oh.
At the non-binary day, I believe. It was the first non-binary Pride.
There's bisexual Pride UK last year. Yeah. But it's got bi in it.
No wonder I didn't see it. Bis don't exist.
Neither do non-binary people.
Yeah, no, we don't exist either. So
it's very sad and serious.
We are a figment of your imagination.
And finally, we've got the wonderful Xate, who will apparently cook in return for board games.
Are you frozen?
I will. But it has to be a good board game. I just cook for any board game.
Got it.
Are you okay there, Xate? Oh, sorry, your internet just stuttered a wee bit.
I think we hear you now, though.
Oh yeah, you're all back.
Okay.
So, Xate, we've established that you will cook, and you will cook amazing things. And may I show? I think you already said that I can show your pictures.
You have a blanket permission to basically do whatever you want with all my images, which I probably shouldn't have given you, but I did for some reason on a live stream. So that's trust.
Yeah, and I think that there's some amazing pictures of pizza being cooked in a board game manner.
And for Aqua, I will provide him with a 3-course meal in exchange for a secondhand copy of Uno, if he gives me the plane ticket to come pick up the secondhand copy of Uno at his place. So travel included, it's a deal.
And finally, I'm excited to see we are joined by Casey.
See, they were just waiting for the moment to come in.
Yay.
Hello, Casey, can you hear us?
Hi everyone. Sorry, my internet a little bit slow, but sorry. Hi Bez. Hi everyone.
Hello, and so this is Kenechukwu joining us live from Nigeria. This is amazing, like the technology that we have over today, that we can all be, in London, in Kent, in London, very small parts of the UK, and then, over in Denver, Colorado, and Leipzig, and then based over in Nigeria. So there we go. And we are starting off with your game, Just Rhyme.
Okay.
So if we, would you care to explain the game to us?
Okay, absolutely. Thank you again, Bez. Hi, I'm Jason Hita, Bez, and Xate. Just a quick instruction on how to play. So this is called Just Rhyme. It's a social game and also a party game. Here I have cards, but I'm guessing we'll have to improvise on how to make it more stable online. So there are different cards, and they are in 4 decks, and each of these cards have points. You see the point over here. Okay. So during a round, the active player picks a card from one of these decks. There are 4 of them. So 1 is the least difficult, and 4 is the most difficult. And on these cards are words. So the active player kind of choose a word and describe this word. It could gesticulate, or you could give a dictionary meaning of the word, or you can even use any reference that somebody on the table will understand. So your job as the active player is to describe this word, and then the job of all the other players on the table is to be able to rhyme the word you're trying to describe without mentioning the word.
So if you say
any of the players
actual word, it's a foul.
No, yes. If you mention the actual word, because that is usually buzzed in your brain, you are supposed to lose a point. You have a counting board, and you have your meeples as your tokens and all. So you don't mention the word, but you just rhyme the word. And players who get it earns the point, including the active player. But when nobody earns the point, a bit like Dixit, when no one earns the point, then the round passes and the active player doesn't get a point. So the active player is trying to make someone get the point without letting everyone get the point. So that's how you lead in the game. I don't know if that's too much information.
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. And Alex is cheekily asking if you have the words orange or purple.
Oh, that's a good question. So on the card, behind each card, there is this card. Bez, can you see me? I can see everyone now. So behind
Casey?
Are the colors. So when you pick a card.
So I'm going to.
So when you pick a card, now when you pick this, the next card will tell you the word to describe. So this is you. That means you have to go for hockey, because the next card instructs you on the word to pick. So another is this now. This is yellow.
Oh,
so
okay, I'm trying again. Blue. So you describe blue. So in the red case, where the next card tells you to describe an empty, so you have to form your own word. So remember that there is a 4-point card. Imagine you pick a 4-point card and it tells you to describe an empty space. Instead of looking for a difficult word, you could just, because you want someone to answer immediately, you could just give a simple word and you earn your 4 points. But there are also 1 point, the easy cards and all.
What I would suggest, Casey.
I don't know if that explains the colors.
So what I would suggest is for all 6 of us who are on camera, the person who's trying to describe the word will look in private chat, as well as Casey. Casey has kindly agreed to not play as anything other than the judge one time to show us how it is. But when we are judging, we will look at the private chat just to see what word it is that we're trying to describe. But everyone else, we're just, taking it on trust that you're not going to look at the private chat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
How do we close the private chat?
You click on the comments window.
Or maybe or maybe if we could maybe send 5 words to everyone. So and then maybe a moderator, I could know all the words that everyone has. So that 5 words means that each person has 5 turns, and I'll use my pen here to record the points. So we won't share the point like 1 point word, 2 points word. So we'll just make it flat points. So each word is worth, say, 4 points. And each of us here will have our 5 words that we all know. So your own job is to try to, during your turn to describe your own word, you describe the word, and any other person that gets it, I will record the points for the person here. And then when we all exhaust our 5 rounds, we now know the winner. I don't know if
I would suggest that just because the private chat, everyone can see it, it's easier if you do it for one person at a time.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And I know the rules say that the first person, I don't know if you want to go with the first player rules, which is the last person to have read a book. If it's, I think I read a wee bit of an actual book on Friday. Jason is currently reading a book, apparently, earlier today.
When you're a PhD student, you don't stop reading books.
This is my current book.
Okay, so
It contains every word in the Latin alphabet.
What's that?
Wibble. It contains every word that has ever been created with the Latin alphabet.
Yes, if you put the cards in the correct order, absolutely. So, Casey, shall Jason start?
So we're not looking at the private.
So Jason now, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I've sent a PM.
It's so hard not to look. There's a little alert begging me to look. Look at me.
Ignore the number. Right. Don't look. Don't look, Sate.
So I have to describe it obviously without using the word. Do I?
Yes.
And you can't say any word that rhymes with it.
And I can't say any word that rhymes with it.
It's like articulate, but we're not allowed to say the actual answer. We have to say the answer of something that rhymes with the answer.
Okay. Actually, this one is quite topical in a memory sense of this. Last year, there was a great workshop/conference that happened in London as part of the Music and as Process, which Bez lovingly participated in my piece that was workshopped. And a lot of the composers had to do this, and they had to do it well.
Clay.
Ring.
No.
Sorry, I lost you for a second.
Be born.
We hear you again, I think. You're just a little delayed, Casey, but I think we hear and see you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So this.
I hear you.
I can hear you, Casey. But.
Okay, but
though
I
they
can't
can do
see
it
you.
well. Though they can do it well.
Sorry, could you ask the question again? I didn't hear that.
So this is something that happened, which relates to something that happened last year, and which was a conference / workshop for composers and, well, for the composers. They had to do this thing very, very well when...
Bear Storm.
Yep. When presenting their work, though it's not necessarily natural to their profession. It's normally natural to something more aligned with... No, more aligned with... more aligned with those in law.
That's a good clue.
It's a big clue because it's taken a while for me to get it.
So it leaks.
But it's a skill. No, but it is a skill that it's transferable. Normally at conferences, or debates, you've got to be able to do this extremely well. So
it's not instruct or leak.
Not that.
Okay.
Or certainly doesn't rhyme with that.
Remember, if the rules of the game, if you say the word, you lose a point. So
yeah, I'm trying not to. I've had to just keep looking at the definition to remind me of what it means. But the big thing is that the person who does this is normally associated with the event or the special occasion.
Pleasant.
Come on, Aqua, help me.
No, but I like your thinking. You like your thinking.
What did you say there?
Pleasant. Okay.
Both beds are incorrect.
Post?
Try not to use the word. What was that?
Post?
No.
No.
Fudge?
No.
Put it this way. If they're really good at what they do, they tend to assess the temperature of the room and adjust what they're saying for the people in there. Is that allowed, Casey? Because that was a little bit of a backwards clue.
It's still allowed. Just don't mention the word. Apologies. I started with a 4-point word. I'll probably go easier next time.
I don't speak English.
I think I know what I'm thinking of a word. I just can't think of it rhyming with anything. Deviate.
No, but you're trying one syllable.
I know. I can't think of anything that properly rhymes.
You could choose to pass your turn.
Immediate.
Pleasant Nation.
Nope. I can't explain it anymore. Actually,
Is it very similar to deviate and immediate?
It has relationships.
Give up.
If you add a previous suffix, that means a person doing it.
Deviator.
There we go.
So the real word is mediator.
Orator.
No, I was thinking of mediator.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter. Right that way, you got there.
I've just recorded points for Bez and Jason. So this is a 4-point card. You know what? If it's
For a
your
moment,
turn,
I was really happy, and then I was like, "Oh, it's not me. It's the other Bez."
this was what? All right.
Oh, that was really...
Okay.
Right. It would be better because I just saw that word because I was still on when I saw it. I was using it.
I'm not looking at it anymore. I think you need to post another one. Sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. So next player should let me know whether they want 4-point word, 3-point word, 2 points, and 1 point.
I did it! I did a
4-point word. Is that a 4-point word? That's so good.
No, please no, because I don't want to be doing the other end of this.
How many points was it?
Bez, who's turn?
Okay, I think we'll go clockwise, so we'll go with Heather next.
Okay. Heather, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 points.
I'll take 4. Let's see how it goes.
Going for the difficult ones.
Just a reminder.
This reminds me of like the other time with the mansplaining, where we were like, "Yep, we're going for the maximum every single time."
But mansplaining was easy.
Relatively to this, yeah.
Can I just say that I was trying to give you a clue to a word that rhymed with the word. I used the word temperature, radiator.
I don't know the word, so.
So is my goal not to make it obvious, or I'm trying to make it as obvious as possible? I'm a little bit confused about that.
Yeah, you want one person to get it.
No, you only want one person to get it. Why do you only want one person?
You just want someone to get it. So as soon as one person gets it, that's the end of the round.
Oh, okay.
Right, we stop then. So it's not like a writing down and okay. So this is something that is often really associated with the idea of being an entrepreneur. So it's something that means that you're getting a lot of work done, bringing a lot of things to market as quickly as possible. No, it's more associated with the work and being very productive. Nope, being very productive.
Blow betting.
Say it again?
Blow betting.
No. And it's it might be a very American concept. I'm not sure if it's said in among entrepreneurs. I'm not sure if it's said a lot in Europe and in the UK, but something we say a lot in the US among entrepreneurs. 30 days of blank to get something done. But that's a particular community of entrepreneurs in America and probably somewhat international. Let's see, what else? It's also a dance.
Is it
from
Clodstock Levity or Bustle?
Yes.
Yeah!
Nice work.
Bez got it
Alex
right.
has got it.
What's the
What's the
dance?
word?
It does rhyme with bustle.
Is it the hustle?
Yeah.
Is hustle a dance? I didn't know hustle
Yeah.
was
Do
a
the
dance.
hustle. I can't do it.
Nice.
Okay, I've just recorded 4 points for Bez.
No, not Bez.
No,
That was
for
Aquasulis.
Heather. It's for Heather and
do that.
Aquasulis.
Yeah, it was in the chat.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, also,
And that's really impressive considering they've got like a couple of seconds delay as well.
Right.
Yeah, but it's Aquasulis. He's amazing, so no shock.
Bez, your turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
the other
one
bet.
point.
Bez.
2 points.
Which Bez? Isn't it Zate
Your
now?
Bez. Yes.
No, I moved
No.
over here.
We're going like around.
Oh, we're going this way.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That way.
Yes, that makes sense.
Whose turn?
So, okay, it's my turn. And can I
Okay.
choose 3?
3.
Thank you. Give me a chance.
Okay, 3, you have it.
So should I do
Oh.
it now? Well, no.
I would just point out that I have auditory processing disorder as part of my autism. So not only do I have to engage what you've said, I have to translate it back into a rhyming word. It's great fun, but it's irritating.
I'm using a microphone to help me make it easier
Jason,
for you.
I speak German, so what have you got?
Ich
I don't
auch.
know English.
Liebe Deutsch. Deutsch ist die beste.
Dann spielen wir auf Deutsch, dann habe ich eine Chance.
Ja klar, können wir machen. Also,
Geil.
aber ich weiß das Wort nicht auf
Ja,
Deutsch.
jawohl.
Das ist halt das Problem.
Cheating!
Sie müssen in English sprechen, bitte.
Good luck, guys. I've got this one.
Okay, so I was just saying, I don't know if this counts, but I don't know the word in German. So I can't rhyme. That's really annoying. Okay. So if you're talking to someone and they're not listening to you, you want them to something what you are saying because it's very important. It's advice.
Queer!
Pardon?
You want to queer.
No. If they don't follow it, then something bad might happen. So please, something what I say.
Rice.
Below?
It's kind of
Oh.
old-fashioned. You might get it in like a fairy story. Like,
Need.
mark my words, you'd
Paid
better.
attention?
Ah!
I
Pardon?
think he that said something.
Is it
Paid attention.
Need? Oh.
Yeah, what you said, needs. Yeah, needs.
Yes,
is correct.
yes.
Oh my!
Need.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm
he and
guessing
Ben.
you do need to listen.
I
Ah,
thought you said paid.
Heed my advice, right?
Did I say need?
You said I
Yes.
said need
Yeah, you said need. He that said need.
I said need.
after I said it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's fine. You're fine. You're safe.
yeah, exactly, Alex. And once one person gets it, that's the end. And
That's
with
the
that, Bez, Eli, and Heather have both gotten 3
Ely,
points.
like the city, Nick Cambridge.
Sorry, Ely.
Ely. It's very simple. It's the same sound.
Ely.
Ely. Very simple.
Ely.
I have to say, it's very telling of the words that we come up with rhyming with the word that we think
Yes.
it is. It's very telling.
Yes, very, very tempting. And I
Did
like your
you say
description.
peed? Jason, did you say
Sorry?
peed?
No, I said queer, as in here,
Okay, yeah.
and I was wrong.
Okay.
It's the first word that came to my mind that rhymed with here.
Yeah.
Like I
So,
said, very telling.
Casey, are you going to do the next explanation?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. currently, I think Bez mentioned it. So Hida and Bez are 7 points, and
Which Bez?
You, Bez.
your Bez.
Just rubbing it
Wanted
in my
to
face,
confirm.
Bez.
Yeah.
I mean, after I come on and I big up your comedy, come in and you rub in my 0 points in my face.
This is
So,
problematic.
Kate,
I've always
I
said
guess
I have a favorite Bez, but now I can't say that anymore, can I?
No, it's me.
I don't know. I mean,
So,
maybe.
Kate, which one do you want?
Poor Bez.
Is it me? You're not doing
Yes.
one, Casey. You don't want to do one.
I mean, okay, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a 4 points guy. So who will give me the okay?
Can we just make up a word? Can I just put a word in the private chat for you?
Okay. That would be fun.
PG-13, Bez. PG-13.
I'm not English.
What? Okay.
I'm not.
Safe for work, in other words.
So it has to be quite hard and PG.
4 points. Yeah.
It's going to be really hard. So I'm sorry if this is. Let me know if this is too hard.
Jason, stop. You're making me laugh.
I'm not. You're true.
Is that too hard?
No, okay. I'll go for it. Okay. This is the word. You know, when you're a business person, what is one of those things, values you need to have so that you be trustworthy? You need to have it so that you be trustworthy. Probably even get. It's about your value, and you have it, and anyone can recommend you because you're trustworthy. You have
Corals.
no.
Donor.
You have
Must.
Bez, I'm beginning to think it's a difficult word.
I don't think anything rhymes with it either.
Well, yeah, I think I know, but I can't think of anything that rhymes with it.
Monastery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It does right, yeah?
What, sort of monastery. I don't
It's
know.
not a word, but
No, but it's close.
Monastery is the word.
oh, okay.
Yeah, well, monastery.
Yeah.
Monastery depends on if you.
It was slang. Yeah.
what you're
Oh
Forestry.
yeah, there is a word that's more rhymey.
You can have 2 words.
Forest
No,
tree
no.
is pretty good. Forest tree.
No. Oh, like
Here.
It's similar.
How about this?
it's a business value.
Yes.
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 Oh.
Yes. Oh.
Integrity.
I don't know
so
if that
much,
really
Hida.
counts as rhyming though, because it almost it's not exactly the same. Yeah.
They're 3
Well,
separate words.
Boards. That's brilliant. Yeah, I always use it to talk about MPs and like the ones that are good have in peg gritty.
I think. Yeah.
But in
Yeah,
this
you really
case-
want to make sure that your pegs are always in, and you never want them to be too
You want them
clean.
to be
Gritty
very
now.
well gritted. I always like my pegs to be well gritted.
I thought we were saying.
Yeah, it gets a good bits of friction going on.
Keep away the snow. That's what grit's for.
So I
I
think
shared
that's
this
another
with
4
Hida.
points for Heather, who's running away with it now.
Have you
Yes.
ever gone to a place where they put the pens in a cup of beans like this, a cup of dry beans, so you have
Nice.
pens
Nice.
available? It's
That's
like that.
amazing.
The pegs
This
are
is
in
genius.
gritty.
I love it. But I would accidentally eat it because it did look like ice cream with 2 flakes in it.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
It looked like a smoothie with 2 straws for me.
Or
What it looks like
actually,
popcorn.
I don't know. Again, I don't know if they do this where you live, but it's pretty common where I live
Slushy.
for restaurants to do this, to attach a fake flower
Oh yeah.
to the pen so you
Oh.
don't accidentally walk away with it in your hand because it's so
To a
smooth.
pen.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you be more likely
No.
to, on purpose, walk away with it?
I was gonna say.
You don't
Well,
accidentally.
it'd be harder to get away with it because you got this like huge fake flower in your hand. Be like, isn't that the restaurant's pen? You know, I don't know.
I like their thinking.
Or they'll, something like that, or like tinsel or something really like.
No, I'm taking it away because I already touched it. I don't want to spread COVID. That's why I'm taking it. I'm taking it home to wash.
This was in the before times.
BC. It's a new BC. BC 19.
All right.
How difficult would you like yours to be?
I'll do a 3-point word. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know English, so I need to stay a little safer.
Okay, 3 points coming for you.
Are you saying your original language is German?
I'm saying I speak German.
Okay, so what do you mean you don't know English? All right.
This is something that we're all doing currently, actually, as we stare into the screens. We're looking at one another, and we're, very intently.
Blazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Lisa got it.
In a continuous present tense.
What did?
Yes.
Did you say praising?
I said blazing.
Blazing.
Okay, but same.
But without the
That's not correct. Yeah, okay.
So the word was gaze.
Yes.
To gaze at other people.
Ways.
Yes.
Nice.
3 points.
So
3 points.
who got it?
That was you, Jason.
Was it me? Oh, because I don't mind if you don't mind if I had the ing.
Oh. Well, it's
Yes,
lovely to see you, Alex, and I hope you have a good evening. Bye for now.
Bye.
Where are you going?
Bye.
We have 20 minutes, Alex.
Preparation time.
Okay, Casey, give me a 4-pointer. I feel like it's the only way.
Ooh.
Because if I want to even stand a chance of catching up.
Okay, Bez coming for you now.
Bye, Alex.
Okay, this feels like... Okay, so you know the story of Romeo and Juliet. This is, something by the same author.
Stay.
Which... Pardon?
Stay.
No, it involves a bit of death.
That narrows it down.
Yeah. It's
Jaggedy.
pamphlets. Yes.
Oh, I knew what you were saying, but I couldn't think of a word to rhyme with it.
Yeah.
Heather wins again.
What's the word?
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Okay. Cool.
So 4
I would
points.
have said Cam wet. Just I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
Either is just picking up all those points. Can't even.
I need to go 4 next time. Okay.
Jason, back to you.
Right, I like it.
1
Okay.
point, 2 point, 3 points, 4 points.
Can we turn off Heather's microphone so she can't hear for the next couple rounds?
4 points, please.
Yeah, I
4
have to.
points.
If I can
You-
lip read and write it, then I still get the point.
4 points coming.
I'm
Sounds
going to
fair.
put down my knitting. That's how concentrated I'm going to get.
Ooh. You know it's serious when.
I may need to Google the meaning of this as well. So. Yep.
Is it charcuterie again?
Nope.
So for those who've just jumped in recently, we're trying to guess the word that Jason is trying to get us to guess, but you can't write the
Okay.
actual word. You need to type a word that rhymes like it. Rhymes.
I don't even know what the definition means, Casey. Can I have another word, please?
Yes,
no.
yes, you may. Okay, I'm sharing one now.
Now I'm really curious.
Yeah, what was the word
I
we're
know what
not
it
getting?
was.
Okay, I know what this one is. Easy. Okay. Later on tonight, when it gets a bit darker, you'll
Beak.
see
Bars. Maroon.
I haven't even finished the sentence.
Spoon.
When it gets a bit
Guys, you know
dark,
the point.
I am. You might see my step grandmother go and sort these creatures out. Sorry, the chickens
Oh.
out.
Socks.
Because no. Now
Dregs.
we call it what
Rice.
where they live.
Boop.
We call it one
Betsy
thing.
Boop.
No, we call it one thing, which could be associated with a theatre, an inclusive theatre based in London. I think they're based in London. Yeah, they are. But actually, it also has a different name. It can also be used as a way to describe how they are born.
Test.
No,
Legs.
Bursary.
no,
Girth.
no.
That was really a good
Go on.
definition.
Sometimes they can be made out of wood. Some actually often made out of wood. Sometimes they can. You've got some,
Fennel.
obviously chicken water. No, you've got some chicken wire attached to it. You know, to keep the
Poop.
foxes out. No one's got it yet. But actually, when people think of this word, whilst it could be used as a living place for them, people mainly think of
Mouse.
well, put it out.
His son.
The chickens cracking.
Batch.
Yes.
Yeah. Outside. That was so close.
Yes.
So you're saying that you have
So
you call chicks hatches in
No, they hatch.
okay because you said
They
it's a name you have for a creature.
No, it's another name for you've got a hutch or a hatch, which is a chicken hutch, chicken hatch, depending where you are in the country.
Oh, do people say hatch? Chicken hatch?
People say I've heard people say
No.
hatch. It's wrong.
They're probably
but
getting it
some-
wrong. That doesn't count.
I know, but
I'm
just
gonna
because
get
it's
some socks.
just because it's
Sorry.
just because it's not right doesn't mean it's not correct colloquially, and then therefore it becomes correct over time. So that's why I was happy to. But it is mainly associated with the hatching of a chicken.
I actually thought someone would get it
Wilton.
when you define it. When you talked about chicken coming out from, that was when I thought someone would mention it.
Yeah.
Either
It
your
was-
turn.
yeah.
And just to let you know, I had a quick look at the other word
turn, I think.
acra that Jason didn't know, and I don't know that word either.
I mean, the definition
Acra.
doesn't help me either.
What was
It
the
says the
other
wood
word?
of the wood of a
Oh, yeah.
sapel or sapling, and I have no idea what that is.
No. Accra is the capital of Ghana. It's a country in West Africa. So there are also popular cities in some of the cards. So it's also a good way for people to talk
Right.
about those cities if they play it. So yeah.
That would be good.
Okay.
My geography is crap anyway, even if you include the UK. I have no idea.
I'll
So-
take 4 points
Would have got it.
when you're ready.
Oh,
4 points. 4 points come in.
You guys should
I have
earn
no
4
chance if you
points
take a 4-point word.
I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how you determine which ones are hard. I guess harder to rhyme or harder to explain or both.
This
Yeah.
is very important. So we had to outsource it to one of the couples that are getting involved in tabletop games in Nigeria. So it's very important to give them credit. Barnabas. Barnabas Usman and his wife Casey Usman. So both of them did. So they run a consulting firm, and they even do what's it called, online classes for graduates or entrepreneurs, and also they sourced out the words and categorized them because it was too much for me to. So I had to figure out the mechanics, but they figured out the word and classified it, and it turned out really great. These 4-point words are really difficult to rhyme, and 1 point are also easier.
And
so
did it take 30 days of bustle?
This is another word for understand.
Maybe.
It's also something that, like when you're holding a tool and you
Tosp, rasp.
Yes, yeah, I think so. I can think of a word that rhymes with it better, but I think you're going for the same word.
Yeah.
Could you spell the word you mentioned?
I said RASP.
Oh.
Like having a raspy voice.
Yes. That's good.
But the better word probably would have been clasp.
Yes, clasp was the one that I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of clasp. So I still managed to get the point.
I mean, it was a correct word.
Yeah.
Yes. It wasn't elegant, but it was a correct word.
I heard a different word than rasp, so I can't even remember what I heard now. Oh well.
Could it be gasp? Gasp, clasp.
Gasp.
Oh. Gasp. Yeah. Yeah, it's missing the but yeah, it does rhyme, I suppose. It would probably work in a poem or something.
So if we are using the board, you can see on the board the numbers: Ribis, Rystar, Rigent, then you have your Riot, yeah? You can see? And right now, either you're here, Bez, you're just 1 point below. Jason, you're at 11 points.
We don't need to say mine.
So
we'll
you
just ignore mine.
I'm coming.
That's fine.
You're here.
I don't understand the label. Oh,
yes, both of us are here, so you don't have to worry.
I'm down by your feet, right? My score is by your feet.
And then remember that at each angle, you now know whether you're a novice, like novice,
okay.
Master, legend, and then a rhyme god.
Okay.
Nice.
That's how you move.
Okay,
I prefer to be called the Lord of the Chords, actually.
The Lord of the Chords?
That is taken.
I know it's taken. It's a reference. It's a game reference.
So you have to beat Heather for that.
Other Bez.
Bez. Yeah, 4 points. 5 points, if possible.
Oh.
Okay, so it's Bez describing the words, and we need to say or type something that rhymes with what Bez is describing.
We can't. Oh yeah, you guys at home could type. We can't. We have to turn off the private chat.
I saw it because I hadn't clicked away yet. So I can just sit out. I'm fine doing that. Or you can have a new word. Depends on.
I saw it. Oh no.
Yes, I hadn't clicked away yet. I forgot to do that. So.
Tut.
But.
What do people prefer? We should probably do a new word. Heather will
I said Lord of the Chords, as in a music chord, which is a game that I've heard of. First discovered in Essence, brought the full whack pack that was just, and I now use it to teach. Well, I've managed to use it once to teach a piano student of mine when I could finally go have contact again. And he picked up his theory just like that. He was struggling for so long, and suddenly he could create a subdominant chord in C sharp minor. I was like, holy moly, you're barely grade one.
I get.
So I don't. Am I getting a new word, or are we saying Heather's going to sit out because Heather saw the word?
Okay. So I'll change the word for you.
No, that's fine. Heather can sit out. Heather can sit out.
I'm happy with Heather sitting out. Very comfortable with that.
You're welcome to vote on it. I can.
No, I don't think it's fair if you sit out.
Right.
I agree. Oh no!
Okay, is there another one?
Oh.
You were maybe more ready for the other one. Sorry, that was my fault.
You still have another option to change if you want to. I mean, if everyone agrees. Okay.
So, so for example, if someone comes up to you with an implement and gets rid of your eyes, they are something your eyes out. But without the ing.
Forge.
Pretty much.
No,
that's not. That doesn't right. I can think of a better word.
Pronounce it.
No, that's closer, but it's not the same. But you can't say the word.
Yeah, so
if you say the word, you lose a point.
But that's we're meant to say a rhyme.
If you say the word, you lose a point. Sorry, Odin. Couch? No, I don't think couch is.
I don't know any words that rhyme with that.
I think you're basically there. So should we just go with what Zate said?
Yeah.
Put an M on
What
it
did
instead.
Zate say?
Gorge.
I just said morge because I don't know how to rhyme that.
Okay, yeah. Because I think
don't
it's
know.
technically
Gouge. Yeah, gouge. Yeah.
But what rhymes
Gouge
with
your eyes
gouge?
out.
What's even rhymes with that? I can't think of
Nothing.
anything.
I just put random letters in front of it.
What about badge?
Cow juice.
Like school badge. Does it rhyme?
Badge and gouge? No, that's.
They're all half rhymes. They're half rhymes. They'd be acceptable as a half rhyme in a poem.
Yeah, I mean, in a game that there's a lot of typing from someone.
Sorry, I'm just googling on a rhyme zone.
If you can mute yourself, Jason, when you're typing, that would be.
Mount. Just take care of your word. So who gets this point?
We'll see it's Sate.
I made up a word that sort of kind of worked, if it was a word. I'm far enough behind. That's good, right?
Okay. And we'll have the final turn. Odin asks, where is that on your board? What do you mean by that, Odin?
You know, the scoreboard, because Odin is -1 instead of 0 or 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Casey, I would like a 17-point word, please.
Are we doing Casey one? Are we not doing a word for Casey again?
Oh
yeah, Casey, sorry.
I can do another one. Should I give you a word again? Or someone else can? Do you want to, Bez? No, you, Bez. After you, Bez.
No, you, Bez.
Why? How come Casey can't?
On you go, Bez.
Are you sure? I mean, I haven't. Okay.
Yeah, fellow Bez. You can have it.
Is Blue Bez the other Bez that dressed as Bez in red at the one con and took Bez photos? Or is that another person entirely?
Oh yeah, I played Bez at BezCon.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I meet you?
No, but I love the photos. I thought it was hilarious.
I can only think of a word that is quite obscure. Let me know if you know this word, Casey.
Don't do it.
You know that word?
No, I can't explain it.
Okay.
Unless I mention a game.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can mention a game.
Yeah.
Should I do another one?
Okay. No, yes, let's do another one. We'll probably spend the whole. Aha.
Okay.
You know when you're having a conversation with someone, most times friends, and they say something, and you be like, you react. Maybe they didn't. They exaggerate the point, and you're like, this is that word that you now say out of mild anger. Like when they don't get the facts straight, and you're like, this is
Billy?
really
Die.
no.
Song.
No, it's actually a very long word. Not that long, but not short.
Crodbish.
Yeah, no.
What does that say?
No, when friends or any when colleagues or usually they are people that
Crabfish.
no. Your colleagues or your friends, they say something about you or something that you have more information about, but they exaggerate it and most times wrongly, and you're like, this is completely
Flounder.
yes.
Wait,
Yes. Meticulous.
I think Heather's thinking of a different word though, but it's sort of similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Odin said the same thing. Meticulous.
So it's similar, but it's a different. I think you're thinking of ridiculous, but it isn't the word ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. The other.
But it is almost like that.
Okay.
Interesting.
And it is for work PG-13 word.
Yeah, they are almost the same. Yes, it's PG. So something that when a friend is saying something, I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous and completely
cheese curd?
Like absurd.
It's not absurd, but it's
absurd. But those are words around it. They are all synonyms. But this particular word,
I don't know.
you know when you like
struggling.
No, this is completely. And then you just start
in pain.
In pain.
I need this point.
Sorry, it's too hard.
So dense.
Okay.
I've no idea.
I can give like another idea. Like I don't know if you.
We
you
have
can,
to review this one, yeah. And
can I help?
So in the game, yes, please.
So you can also have this word outfit. So if you come in and you're wearing like bright green and you're just in a normal office, like someone would say your outfit is something. Or if you come in and you just slag everyone off and everyone's like your behavior is, or
in pages.
Yeah. Say it again.
I'm making up. I think I know the word, but I can't write
Shout,
it.
hey, boss.
Courageous from
Yeah.
Courageous is very good.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yes. Thank you for.
So
Do I still get the point?
Odin
I think you get the point because it was really hard, so I feel bad.
Yeah. I'm really bad at spelling, but that was what I was trying to write.
What was the actual word?
Outrageous.
So well done, Odin. You get some points.
Odin gets the point.
4 points.
You're no longer a negative.
Yes, exactly.
And Sate, are you happy to do your last one?
Yeah, I'll do one more and then I gotta head off. But I would like a 17-point word, please, because I want to win.
That would 17 points word would be an Igbo word. So I'll give you an Igbo word.
All right, I can do it. I know Hausa, but not Igbo.
Whoa, you know Hausa.
Yeah, day.
Okay. Well, no,
I only know like 5 sentences of Hausa, so no.
Okay.
I'll just say again, I'm still jealous of Bez's cup. I've seen it on streams before, but Bez's cup is just
okay.
outrageous.
a black and white film star who did comedy shows has this for a last name?
Maplin.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
17
oh, I
points,
knew it.
baby.
I was just struggling to think of rhyming words. Oh no. Oh.
Good. 4 points.
Fastest guess of the night. Way to go, Bez.
Oh.
I really like that shop. I think it's shut down now.
When you said black and white, it totally confused me. I thought you meant someone who is both black and white instead of like, it's like what? Oh, right.
And he's so funny. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it was great hanging out with you guys. Had a fun time. But I have to head off.
Bye.
Well, it's lovely to see you, Xate, and I hope you have a wonderful evening and see you in the not too distant future.
Yes. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
That's good.
Bye.
So, yeah, I've also been keeping track of the scores just in case, you know, you got disconnected, Casey.
Mhm.
But do you want to take us through the standings?
Okay. In which order? No order, right?
Do it reverse order, so from last place to first place.
Okay, so I have meeples here. Who wants to choose their own colors?
Like red.
Purple.
That has to be red.
You're just trolling Bez now.
Red.
Red or
There's no
black,
red.
please. Red or black.
No red.
I'll
no
be
black, but
purple.
there's ash.
Oh,
Okay, Bez is purple.
can I be pink?
Pink. This is actually my favorite color. Well, I can.
Yay.
I'll be blue.
Jesse, which color? Blue. Bez.
The
Okay,
first
either
one you
blue,
put your hands on. All colours. Oh,
Orange.
brilliant. Yeah, I do. Matches my beard.
Okay, and I'm
Your
yellow.
top
So
is quite orange.
I hate this light.
Zed is not
There you go.
around.
See, I did
so
say
I'll-
that Tudor Bez is funnier than me.
Okay, so
It's not a competition, Baz. It's not a competition.
Yes, it is.
You say that, but you only say
You're
that
trolling,
because you're
Baz, you're
winning.
trolling me. I'm wearing purple and you chose purple, so you know.
So that's how you go for it. Okay. Z is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Z is a Rivis. KC, on the other hand, is also a Rivis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm also a Rivis. We have Bez on. Actually, Bez on purple shirt and Justin at the same point. And both of you. Moving. 11 points.
Yay!
Same with
Which Bez is that?
yours, Bez, Justin as well. You both share a point. 11 points. I'm sorry, I'm blocking your meeples with my. Meeples are holding.
It's hard on camera.
It'd be cool if it was a magnet.
Bez.
Wouldn't that be great?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry?
No, I was just saying it'd be cool if it was a magnet. So the meeples were like magnetic and the board was magnetic.
Yeah, and then you can hold it. And
Yeah.
Okay. Bez on the red shirt.
Wait,
Bez
is this me Bez or Bez Ely?
Your Bez. Your
Yeah.
When you
Bez,
say your
own
Bez,
Red
it's
Bez.
So
confusing.
which is
Red Bez or purple Bez?
But I'm purple Bez because my
I'm pink
meeple's
Bez.
purple.
Oh my goodness.
purple Bez?
Okay, so me.
Whoa, that's actually
We are milking the tension
purple
out of
Bez.
this
We are going on your
situation.
journey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12,
12.
13, and 14, and 15, and 16.
Woo! So you're beating me and Jason.
16
What did you
points.
get, Jason?
Comeback of a
11.
lifetime.
Oh, so we got 11. Okay.
We got 11.
Yes.
We
Nice.
got
And
Smith
then-
points. We got Matt Smith.
Nice.
So we have Hida 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
we get it. We get it.
Yeah, if this was an Olympics.
No,
I'm
let's
still
hear
getting
the
Oh, let's hit the points. Let's
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. For Hida.
20.
So I think Hida
Wow.
wins this one. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank
Heather.
you.
That
Thank
was
you.
a very good game for you. And Odin is.
For you, Hida, this for you.
Thank you.
So
I've been
if one
giving
day you go
myself
to
away.
Abuja, you will have the right to wear this hat.
Awesome.
Ooh.
And
This was handcrafted by Thank God. Bez, you already met, you know Thank God. The co-designer for Bosi. So he handcrafted this for a game session. So we have this game that we usually play called You Know You're African When. It's a bit like humanity. So if you're the detector, you have to put on this hat. So whichever thing you say stands. Because I mean, already.
Nice.
yeah, if you've got a cool hat, then yeah, whatever you say stands. If that makes sense.
I mean, I've got a
And-
cool hat.
Odin. Oh, nice dragon hat.
Oh,
Let me
awesome.
just.
That is intimidating.
That's very cool. It's very red as well.
Danny the Dragon.
So,
Yeah.
KC,
Yeah, you're red
Odin
player.
is asking, is the game available for sale?
Yes, actually. So currently, Aaron from Tabletop Games Cafe kindly is actually a huge thing for us. So he's supporting to get our games to US. But so far we'll be having them in US. So there's currently a pre-order happening now, and it's supposed to end hopefully this week. So we've been doing that for the past few weeks. So that's the only way. You can also order them from our website.
Uh-oh.
But the shipping price is a bit on the high. So the best way for me is probably what Tabletop Games Cafe are helping us do now, because it reduces the shipping rate very well.
What's the
Do you
web
have
address for that? Yeah.
Do you have a link? So I just sent a link to your normal shop, but do you have a link? If you type it into private chat, I can share that link with everyone.
Okay,
on
so I'm
Switch.
getting.
I'm just going
Okay.
to mute you, Jason, for a minute. But yeah,
A minute, sorry guys.
I definitely really enjoyed it. I found that the rhyming definitely added a little bit more than I was expecting to the game. One thing I would say is that once one person starts going for the 4-pointers, it feels like everyone else needs to do the 4-pointers or there's no chance of winning. I mean, I don't know if it would make sense to start off with 1-pointers and then build up as the turns go on.
That's actually true. We noticed that when people play and someone start leading and then everyone start going on 4 points. But we also made it like you could choose from any of the deck because of how difficult words are. So if you pick a word and you're not able to describe it, so you've lost the opportunity to even have the point. And then the game trick that I learned from it is that if I'm leading, like say we header now, I will be going for 1 point word so that nobody is able to catch up to me. So I'll rather get the 1 point. We both share the 1 point, but I'll still be leading by a mile. So if other players uses 4 points, I'll use that to leap up. So if I was here, at some point, I will not be using 4 points anymore. I will just try to get other people's 4 points so that no one
But if you
catches up.
stick with 4 points, I mean, you're still going to maintain your leads. I mean, if Heather was, let's say, on 20 and I was on 10, and Heather does a 4 points, then we both
But
get...
the variable... So, but the variable is that I could use other people's 4 points to be ahead of Heather. If I get Heather, I also get other people's own. So, because that could happen, I want to slow you down the best way I could. But again, it's about calculating. So on the number board, you already know how many you need to win. So like there was a time we were playing and I was here and Tobe was, I think, a point behind. And I did not want Tobe to, so I had to, no, I was around here. So I had to get a one word that if he gets it, it will just be one word. So both of us will have to depend on another player to be able to now know who will win.
I guess if you're playing to a target score, that makes it slightly different at the end, as opposed to just playing a certain number of times round, which is what we did.
Yes. But if you also want to just play a party one, you might even remove the scoreboard and just record on paper, and anyone can, just like you said, house rules could come in. People can do, let's do one word. Each of us will have one word, and each of us have two words, three words. So that could also be a house rule people can use as well.
No,
thanks for the feedback.
Have you ever tried it with teams, just out of curiosity?
Not yet. We've not. Actually, we've not.
Not that I am saying it necessarily would be better, just out of curiosity. I guess I would be curious to try it that way.
Now, how would you? Probably try that as well. Sorry for putting you on the spot. Anyone could. If it's supposed to be a team, what would you do differently?
Well, there would just be less contention. Like, I don't know, because some other people guessing would be helping you too. You just win or lose as a team instead of, whatever. The three of us on top would be on a team. 3 of you on the bottom would be a team, for example.
On the team. Oh.
Because then if someone in your team gets it, you're helping each other get up.
You turn up your volume a wee bit, Jason.
You're very quiet.
Okay, so 40 is too low. How's this?
A little bit higher. A little bit higher. It is better.
How's this? Is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
86. I remember that number for next week. Having the teams would help. So if you get it within, you get the points. But I also think it should be timed.
Yeah.
Because you can just keep going, describing it, getting longer and longer and longer. And I think maybe there should be a minute or to describe it, and every 30 seconds afterwards or something, you lose a point. So you and the other person.
Could you do a timer like in Articulate? Could it just be like Articulate but slower? So you have a team each, and you just have to get your team to guess them. I don't know.
Odin asks, yes, the words come from cards at the start. Casey, I think before you popped in, Odin, Casey was showing us these cards. And in the actual cards game, there's a system where the color of the next card shows the words that you need to choose on the card you just lifted. And there's 4 decks of cards, 1 for each difficulty of words.
So I could just show. So these are the cards. These are so the color behind will tell you which word you have to choose from the next card, just like Bez just explained. So if the color tells you to play this, that is an empty word, so you have to choose your own word. And this is important because you don't have to stress yourself with very difficult words for the point. You just explain any word, any easy word that you want.
Wow. So on the 4-pointer, that's going to be amazing. I could just choose, okay, this is a thing that you put on your head.
Cat.
Yeah.
If you own cats, that's pretty accurate.
And this is the link that you can go to if you want to check it out. I pasted the link earlier in the comments. Now, I like to break it up with a very quick, a questionably quick, you might say, bunch of questions. And so, yes, you heard that right. It is time for questionably quick questions. Okay, are you ready, Casey?
Yes, I am.
Okay, did you have breakfast today?
Yes.
What did you eat?
Jollof rice.
Again, when did you wake up?
Six, 5-ish.
What was the last game you played?
AM, 5-ish, 6.
Did you hear that last question, Casey?
I didn't get that.
What was the last game you played?
Oh, last game I played, Battle of Africa. Is alone or with someone?
I'm not sure that's true.
No, Battle of Africa alone.
We were here. We saw you playing.
So I was working on this earlier today. So I don't know if that counts as so.
Well, we did see you just playing Just Rhyme. Tell us 3 games that you're enjoying right now.
I mean, we are still in the process. Okay, that is true.
It's all good.
That's true. Just try.
Tell us 3 games that you're enjoying at the moment.
Earlier to this week I've played. Weekend we played a couple of games. So we had a bridal shower, but we didn't safety and security. So, but we had a bridal shower. This amazing new to-be bride and her friends. So I had to teach them a lot of games. So we played Dixit. We traveled, so I'm alone. So we played Dixit. We played your African when. We played concentration. We played When I Dream.
Nice.
We played Just Trying as well, and Block Industry. So these are the 6 games that we played on Sunday.
Ooh.
That's the last time I played with people. Yeah.
And last question that I wanted to ask you: cats or dogs?
Okay. Dogs.
Okay.
I don't have any yet. No, growing up, we had a lot of dogs, about 13 dogs. Literally, we had 13 dogs in the house, and they were just everywhere. So I probably got used to them. But currently, I don't have any.
I see, you're biased.
No, I think dogs is the correct answer, Casey.
I might not agree with a lot of people.
I mean, I have to say,
especially fans of the Exploding Kitten.
I have to say neither. I'm not a huge animal fan. We've got chickens.
What about dragon?
Dragons, yes, obviously dragons.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What about dragons?
Creatures not included. I'm not a huge animal fan. I hold them no malice, but if I had my way, I wouldn't have a pet. Our husbands insisted when we move out, we're going to get pets.
Okay. Talking of mythical.
Oops. And we've got Xate, who's popped in back again. Hello, Xate.
I missed you guys.
Aww. And we've got a final thing that you're just in time to be asked. Recent highlights, listening to music and seeing the sights. Recent highlights. Let us know, everybody. Starting from me, I guess, because I started it off, so it's fair that I put myself kind of now I'm going to keep talking until I think of what's a recent highlight. Okay, I've got it in my mind. Okay, everybody's going to share a recent highlight going round, including people on the going round. So my recent highlight is going to be this is quite self-censored, but Chris made this see, it's the little categorical deck. It's it's the next step. It's like the sample. I'm quite happy with the S's. I'm not so happy with the C's, but it doesn't look great. It looks good as a starting point, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of work to do. There's obviously all the color to go, but we've got to start, and then it's all going to be quite a lot of stuff's going to be redrawn fairly soon. Oh, hello, chicken.
You already have a cat.
You're so cute.
Aww.
So that's my recent highlight, and my other recent highlight is going to be spinach, fresh spinach, with a bit of cheese.
That's good of a pizza, that is.
Sounds delicious.
Now, Jason, highlights.
Actually, my recent highlight was I got to visit the uni library today. It was empty. I had to book a slot, and I had to reserve the books, and I had books to drop off as well. And there was no one there besides 2 security guards and 2 cleaners, from what I could see. But to drive into Canterbury to go to visit a part of the university for my work is something that I haven't done since before lockdown. So it was surreal, to say the least. But I managed to pick up some books that I very clearly needed, because I wrote some words today. So, one of them, which I showed earlier, this one, which you can't see because of the lights. It's called Composition, Performance and Reception. So I've done a PhD in composition. This one, which I don't think I need, after reading the description and reading up on it, I read a couple of chapters, and discovered probably don't need it, which is always the way. But that was quite nice. My husband came along with me, and we popped into Asda to get a picnic lunch, so that was quite nice.
That's very nice. You stepped up.
Only because you could sit at the car when I ran into the library, so I didn't have to find paid parking. That's the main reason I came.
Do you have anything, Heather?
Yes. Recently, we drove to Utah, which is one state over. That's where my husband's parents live. They have a special holiday there that's only for Utah that celebrates the Mormon pioneers on the 24th of July. So it's like a statewide, only for that one state in America, 4th of July, 20 days after the 4th of July. But because his family lives there, it's a summer tradition for us to go see them during that holiday. And we celebrate our own holiday called Pie and Beer Day. We eat pizza and drink beer. So we got to have Pie and Beer Day.
Sounds amazing.
Sounds like we want to.
Sounds like students most nights.
Right. And I showed you before, and so I'll show you now in the car. Since it was about a 8-hour car ride, I was able to finish this.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
It's all done now.
Oh, that is amazing.
It needs the baby's name added to the bottom still, but yeah, and I need to frame it and iron it. But yeah, it's a needle point or a cross stitch. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm very happy to have that done. The baby that it's for is about 14 months old now, so it's time.
That's awesome.
That is actually it's
Thank you. So it's always a plus when I can make some use of my in the car sitting and writing time. Definitely.
Bez Ely.
Yay, got it right. Well, my highlight, I think I worked out today that I've been vegan for 5 weeks, so that's exciting.
Ooh.
And thank you, Casey. And I don't know, Jason, I thought I could tell people my joke that I came up with, but you have probably heard it already. But am I allowed to tell a joke that you've heard already? Is that all right?
Yeah, well, I'm one of many, so.
So, yeah, no, the joke that I came up with.
Actually,
was
no, I'm sorry. No, joking.
Okay, no, it's fine. No.
I'm joking.
Aw.
No, go ahead.
So the joke is that my friend said that I live in a bachelor pad, and I was like, no, I'm non-binary. I can't live in a bachelor pad. But I also can't say I live in a spinster pad because I'm not a woman or a man. So I must live in a spatula pad. It's funny.
It gets funnier when you have to tell us it's funny. A spatula pad? Or
Spatula pad, yeah.
Spatula
but also
pad.
my friend on
Like
Facebook
fish
was
slice.
posting a picture of their Gryffindor spatula, and so I thought a Slytherin spatula would be better. So yeah, I need to know where to get this merch from. Thank you, Odin. It's hilarious, right?
Oh man.
That's
And
a new word.
These are the guys. I'm sorry.
we've got a bit of love for your stuff from Odin, Heather, and Casey. We've got one question, which was basically to ask, do you think that there's common themes with games made in Nigeria that aren't in games made in America? Do you think there's a unique thing? I mean, I wonder if that's even a thing that we could get into, or if that's something that we need to ramble about for an hour at some point in the future.
That sounds like a feature for your morning interviews, your morning ramblers.
I didn't hear.
So, games are fairly different from continent to continent. What are some things that are common in games made in Nigeria that are not present in games made in America?
To be honest, I'm not sure I have enough information to share. I've not played. I can't say I've played a lot of European games or American games, but what I do know is that the themes and the narratives are totally different. For instance, I'll probably use the games I designed for as an instance. So the stories that we use are stories that I am aware of, stories that I've either listened to from my uncles or my grand uncles, or I actually witnessed them growing up or currently witnessing them. So of course they would be different from, say, Catan. Now when in Catan, some of those resources might not be readily available, right? But unless you read the rule book, you understand how to use them. And also, but if there's a game now we're working on, and when Jason talked about mythical creatures, so this is Village War. So Village War has animals, mythical creatures that in our cultures, and then they have artifacts from our cultures. They have gods. So here you won't see Odin, you won't see Thor, you won't see Freya. You see the gods, Igbo gods, and they have different powers and different abilities. So in that way, yes, but in the whole concept of, I think games are universal. That anybody that wants to understand the rule book, you will be able to play them. But stories, narrative, themes, at some point they change. So that, I showed the expansion that we're working on the Battle of Adrika. So it's supposed to be what could have happened if the Berlin Conference was not successful. So the Berlin Conference where say that Africa was divided. So what if that meeting was not successful? What could have happened? So it could have probably been war among colonials. So now, from my own point of view, designing a game like that, it would be different from say someone from Europe or from America designing a game like that again. So, but the whole concept of war mechanics or area placement or those, all of them are the same. So, I don't know if that answers your question or didn't.
I mean, I think that's about as much as we can get into right now, but certainly I think I really respect you making the point that no individual has played, there's not, I know that board games from Nigeria are still very new, and so it's far more possible to play all the board games from Nigeria than all the board games from UK, for example. But no, there's definitely, as you say, it's all about the culture that you're born in, and just different designers are going to have different things, because the games that you make are going to be different from the games that Yoshida makes. And hopefully there will be more and more designers as you cultivate everything going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Do you have quick highlight to share, or shall we ask Xate?
Let's ask Zate, please. I think.
Okay. Mine's really weird, but I love like Mexican food and tacos and things, and I can't really get the ingredients here. And today I had a Taco Tuesday with salsa verde, which I can't actually get in Germany, but I was able to get some sent to me, which is something like once every 5 years I get salsa verde. So.
Yay.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Where do you live in Germany?
Leipzig.
Oh, cool. I lived in Chemnitz for a year.
Oh, ja. Deshalb sprichst du Deutsch. Alles klar.
Ja, ich liebe Leipzig und Dresden und Karl-Marx-Stadt.
Okay. Für das nächste Spiel, wir benutzen eine, how do you say pen?
Bleistift? Nee.
Eine Bleistift und die Papier.
Das Papier?
I don't know.
Ja, gut, sehr gut. Mach weiter.
Ein Bleistift und das Papier. So basically, if you don't already have it, Odin or everyone else watching, grab yourself, if you want to join in, bits of paper and a pen. And we are going to play for MELL, which is, it looks like, I'm looking for the banner, and this is a little song wherein I fill some time, and that's for MELL. Use a letter from each card, so start or extend one of 3 words, and you get 2 points for a 2-letter word, 3 points for a 3-letter word, and 4 points for a 4-letter word, or more. If you've got a 5-letter word or a 6-letter word, you still only get 4 points. So there's no point in making a word more than 4 letters. Just now, in this game, you're trying to make a balanced number of 2, 3, and 4-letter words. Ideally, if you make a 2 and a 3 and a 4-letter word, you don't get 9 points for it. You get a bonus 3. So you get 12 points. Does that make sense?
You said a 2, 3, and a 4? So
if you make a 2 and a 3 and a 4, instead of being 9 points, you get a bonus. You get a bonus 3 points for a perfect set.
Do you remember if I've played this before, Bez? It sounds familiar.
You've played 3 MELL, which is 1, 2, and 3-letter words.
Okay.
But this is based on an idea from Andrew Dennison, who wondered what it would be like if we were to do 2, 3, and 4-letter words.
Okay.
Once we decided that it was nice having about 2 or 3 sets, once we started reducing 3 MELL all the way down. Oh, it's gone. Oh.
Yeah,
so we didn't even get to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I hope Sate is all right. Maybe they have bad internet. Yeah, sad. But at least, they're physically okay, hopefully.
Most likely.
So when do you get the bonus? Does that, if I did 2 2-letter words, 2 3-letter words, and 2 4-letter words, would I also get a 3 bonus?
Yes. So you just need to, over the course of the game, make a perfect set. And we're going to play with 27 cards. I've not looked at these, but these 27 cards, from each card, you're going to choose one of the letters, and you're trying to ideally make 3 of each type of words over the course of the game. Does that make sense?
And they are 4-letter words, 3-letter words, and 2-letter words.
So to start off with, on the top left of your bits of paper, just write 2, 3, and 4 plus, and whenever you make a word of that length, do a little dot. So you're going to have essentially 3 lines. This is just your scoring bit, and here is where you're going to make your words on these 3 lines. And on each of these 3 lines, you can work on 1 word. Once you've actually finished the words, then you cross it off. You draw a little dot for whichever length of word you make, and then you can make a new word on that line. Does that make sense? Any questions, anyone?
Can we do a test run?
Sure, we'll go through, and for those who want to stick around and play a second time, we can do that. We'll see how long it takes. I will try to keep you updated at least until the first couple of words to show you what's going on.
Well, and like you'll show Bez what you're doing on your card to help, right? Is what you mean? Right?
Yeah, I'll show for the first bunch of turns. So the first card is I or Y. You've got to choose one of these 2 letters, I or Y. Which one do you think will be better to start off a 2, 3, or 4 letter word? So I've made my choice. I chose I, but you could have chosen Y.
Because sometimes why?
Can you choose a letter more than once? You can only use a letter from each card once. So you could use an I from a later card, if that's what you're asking.
So you could spell the word C, for example, as in to see, S-E-E, but that separate E would have to come from the following card.
Another card.
Mm-hmm.
And the next card is A or C.
I think
A or G.
G. Yeah,
Or G.
yeah.
Maybe that G's not good enough. I don't know. Maybe if it was coloured in, it would be better.
Your
It's
finger
actually
was
clear.
over the top
Maybe
of
it's the
it.
angle.
It's definitely a G to me, but
It is.
So I've chosen to put an A as the first letter of a different word.
Oh, we diverge.
Oh, okay.
same.
The third card is E or Y.
Why again?
This
Can we
there's
put
only
the letter anywhere,
on any of the 3 lines.
but it has to be in order.
Yes, it has to be to the right end of the word, if that makes sense. So you're always growing the letters from left to right. I'm going to double check if AY is a word, because I think A.
Actually, that was my question now. So we have a popular celebrity in Nigeria, and his name is AY. So does that count for it?
Oh no, no names of people or places, only words that you use. But AY is actually a word. In British English, it means, yep, it's right here. Let me show you. It says an expression of misery or surprise, or indeed it's a variant spelling of I, or it means ever or always.
Can you click on the sound? I wanted to hear how to pronounce it.
I.
You have to use all the letters. What happens if you get a letter and you can't put it anywhere?
Well, you will have to skip it or cross off things for no effect.
But you should be safe because this is only the 3rd letter, so you can put it down on a blank line.
No, I just meant in general because I think Beth said there was going to be 21 letters.
27. But what happens here is because I've made the word AY, so I cross that off as a 2-letter. Now I can start a new thing on the same line to the right
So
of
I
it.
can do that because I've come up with a word. I've got ye, Y-E.
Yes, Y-E, you could cross that off,
V.
make a
Yeah.
little dot to show that you've made a two-letter word. And
Yeah.
no, Odin, your words don't need to be all in the same language, but you do need to know what all the words mean.
Oh, so I can do German words.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. Although German's not fun for short words, it's normally long
It's
words.
got loads of short words. Stop being prejudiced against
Yeah.
German.
But
You guys really want to win. Okay, are we starting now?
we don't have to commit
We've
to
already
words.
started.
No. But
I thought that was the test run. I had to cancel mine, so we are starting afresh.
Oh, okay,
Don't
Casey,
worry.
do you want me to show you the cards again so you can catch up the first three?
No.
Casey,
Don't worry. I thought that was test run, so I wanted to start afresh. So, but let me continue here.
Oh no, so it was IY, then AG, then EY. Heather, you had a question?
We don't have to commit right now to crossing out a word, right? Like if we kind of are hedging, like, this could be a three-letter word, or this could be the beginning of another word.
That's
we can
correct.
wait to cross it out until we're sure. And put it back.
Absolutely.
So I can read it later to check. I don't cross it out. What I do is I use a dot next to it to indicate, or I kind of bracket it off. So I basically just indicate that's a word. So I've committed when I do commit.
So the fourth letter is S or H.
Yep.
Oh, I mean the fourth letter, not the fourth word. The fifth letter is R or B. Okay, and I've been putting these on separate lines, I, B, and S.
I'm so sorry for you.
So what was the last letter, the last card?
Yes.
R or B. You need to really believe.
Well, believe righteously.
One O. It's O or H.
It's a shame you can't choose both because that would be a two-letter word.
That's true.
Before you cross out a word, is there a way to confirm that it's a word before you cross it out?
Oh, you can tell us what it is or check it's on the dictionary.
Yeah, you are allowed to look it up if you're not sure if it's a real word in the midst of playing. If you have your smartphone handy or whatever.
Or if you want to tell me, I
you.
can check it up on. How do you spell it?
You. It's a two-letter word, I guess.
Y-O?
Y-O, yep, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Next letter. T or D. That's dangerous.
One of these letters would work on either line.
Okay.
How many letters have you had?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've had 8 letters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you've done something wrong. 1, 2, 3. I would ignore the next one, and then at least then you'll be back up to the same number.
Only had 7 letters.
Yeah, I've had 7.
That last one was.
I think you maybe took SH twice.
Like
no. What was the last one? What was the choice in the last one?
T or D.
I don't know when. I don't know what I've done. I'm very confused.
If you've already got 8 down, just ignore this one, and then you'll be at the same points as everyone else.
Perfect. Don't want either of those letters anyway.
So don't be ridiculous, but I had to put R beside my B. All I can think of is brie.
Those are words. Breeze. I suppose the short words.
Yeah, you don't want to go longer than 4.
Brim. Brim.
Oh, Odin says, did you write down both O and H?
I didn't. That's what Jason said. Why do people assume that that's
S.
what I did?
I said the S because S. I got confused for a second because S and H was shown twice because there was the gap when KC thought we were finishing the trial round.
I haven't written H down anywhere.
Yay,
Anyway,
the non-binary
never
card.
mind, Bez. Never mind. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay,
8,
what
9
about
letter.
Well, what if you
What
don't want
about-
either of those letters? I don't want either of those letters. What do I do?
Skip it.
You'll have to skip it.
Oh, I can
Oh,
just
you can
skip it. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could skip it, Bez.
You can skip it, but then you're giving up potential points.
Points. Okay, that makes sense. What about so
Winning.
Since is BRB a word? I mean, technology and chatting.
Be
No.
right back. Be right back.
No, it's an abbreviation.
I'll look
Okay.
it up and
Well, we can do another version of the game where you can use acronyms, where you can use place names, where there's not silly rules about what is and isn't allowed.
You mean
Oui.
words that are used?
now, Bez.
Anything used in
Now,
conversation.
Bez.
B.
Not now, Bez. Naughty Bez.
Hey, the next card is T or H. Okay, so I've got myself a little bit scuppered. As you can see, I really wanted vowels on all of my lines, which is unfortunate. And so I'm going to have to skip this, which is unfortunate. But
Same, to be honest.
Yeah. It's hugely tedious.
next card, I believe it says I or B.
Why is the I little and not a capital?
Well, that's what I was kind of quite trying to work out. So it was a stylistic choice. It's possible that that was the wrong choice.
Yeah, because all the other letters are capitals.
It's just kind of like you
Well,
don't
I-
respect vowels as much.
It's like I don't like what?
Don't respect the vowels as much as the consonants. You think
see
that
what you're
But
saying.
inferior?
somehow,
Well, the J is
think-
minuscule.
Uh-huh.
I'm more comfortable with the small I than the capital I, because I mean, with that dot, it removes all doubt. But when you have the capital one, you're thinking, is this a
You're right. No, I think it's
A
good.
lowercase I could look like a lowercase j if not read carefully.
I mean, I just think it
Well,
looks like a
mine's-
candle, so I'm just confused. I just think there's one letter on there.
You're still trolling Bez.
Odin says it looks cooler. Thank you, Odin.
No, if it's a candle, it looks hotter.
Odin just wants free games. They're just cozying up to you, Bez.
Oh.
Again.
I mean, Odin's been sending me games. I owe Odin money.
No, it's a candle and a go right sign. I'm really confused now.
I need to check a
the
word.
flame?
Indeed. Let's look
Really?
inside
That
this
works?
card. It's an I or an L.
No, it's
It's a candle or a go right sign.
no. It says there are candles to the right.
Exactly.
I or L. And next one is R or M.
Why
Oh,
can't we
boom.
have REM playing in the background?
I didn't want either of those letters.
I managed to make my first 4-letter word. Brim.
Just
Oh
the
yeah,
one.
thank you. I can do a 3-letter word. Amazing.
Very same as well.
You got Brim as well.
I got Rim. Yeah.
Nice. Yay.
R or M. Okay.
Everyone's got an R or M. Okay, the next one is.
Ew.
Oh. Ew.
Why
This
you
is the most
doing
disgusting
me?
card.
Ez, are you trying to tell me I smell or something? I feel like that's quite offensive to hold that card up right now.
Yeah, well.
I've got my first set.
Boy, you really must smell strongly if Bez can smell you from all the way over there.
I've got a set as well. I've got 2, 3, 4.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm choosing
get a prize?
DW, although I'm a bit sad that I don't get to use the thing. Yeah, you get a bonus 3 points for the set.
Woohoo! But do we get that already, or do we have to wait till the end?
Oh, you get that already, but we'll count up your points at the end.
Nice.
I
The
just
next
found
card
out
is O or F. What were you saying, Casey?
it's actually very important to keep count of all the cards, so you know how many letters you're expecting. Yeah.
Well,
That would be the advanced way of playing the game. I just wing it.
I will tell you in a moment how many there are, but first, obviously, you need to choose O or F.
That was obnoxiously flippant of you.
There are 12 cards left.
Okay.
And this one is E or P. And every person must choose an E or a P.
What if we don't want to?
Well, unless you really don't want to, in which case you can just skip it. And then, whoa, would be tied you.
Oh, see what you did there? That's very clever.
Thank you. You're cozying up to me now. You're the person flattering me just to make up for all that trolling earlier.
Just trying to lull you into a full sense of security.
So what you're saying, Bez, is you've got an evil plan.
I've got a very evil plan. Did you watch Banana Man the musical? There's such a good song about having an evil plan in it. It's the best song ever.
I haven't. I want to.
Next card is E or L. Appropriately enough for the L deck. Everybody, look.
Elementary, my dear Bez.
I'm going to cross off that word whoa, just so that now, once I've crossed it off and put in that I've got a 3-letter word, and it's my first set, finally. Now I can put an E or an L.
And there's
you can work on 3 words at a time.
10 left after this card.
11. Wait, let me double check. Sorry about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Make this game extra long.
10.
Which Bez is Will talking about?
White hands. I don't know
Well,
why.
is Xate.
Aww.
There's a fly thing.
Next one.
Which Bez?
Okay.
TLC.
T or C.
The kids band. Oh yeah, okay, sorry, yes, it's me because thank you. I'm excited.
TT. I'm fairly sure that's a word.
It's
Like,
definitely a movie. It's
No.
definitely a movie.
It's an acronym for extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
It's also a way of saying 8.
T. Yeah, et. No, ET.
Which word now?
Et.
Like the past tense, eat.
Woo woo! I
Hate.
got a word.
So, what about PC? Is PC a word?
Zay, I
It's
was
an
really
acronym.
worried that I defended you with the chip crisps thing. I thought that was why you left. Sorry.
Okay.
Is PC a word?
Yes, PC is a countable noun.
Is it?
Oh.
PC?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
Because no one
PC
says
is
it's a
allowed.
personal computer, it's a PC.
How many letters have we got left?
And ET is allowed.
But that's
We've
French
got-
or Latin. It's Latin. Isn't it Latin? Or
Yes.
French?
Et is Latin. Yeah,
Both?
et is Latin.
No, neither.
And it is also a very archaic way of saying she ate a baguette.
Is it archaic or is it just like an interesting way to spell
Archaic. In English, it's archaic.
it? And how many letters do we have left? 8?
9,
9.
including this one, which is OU.
There's the vowels.
No, OU did it.
OU.
Oh, vey.
And so I'm crossing
so we
off.
could do a French word, oo. Isn't that a word? Oo? OU?
You could use that as a French word if you already had an O.
Which I do, guys. Spoiler.
Nice.
It doesn't have an accent or anything, does it?
For if you're thinking about French, basically you can ignore the umlauts if you know what I mean. So you can add accents or umlauts as you wish.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
That is their fair.
A or P, finally! It paid off. I finally managed to make iota.
Yay! I was hoping you would eventually.
Wow.
Thank you.
I really apologise for the lighting situation today.
There's no other word you could have made, so iota it had to be.
Although, oh darn. Oh no.
What?
I needed the P for snip.
Uh-oh. You could do snitch.
Yeah,
No,
but
is-
then that's 2 wasted letters.
Nid a word, SNID.
Oh,
Snide. SNIDE is how it's spelled.
Yeah.
To be snide. Like a
oh,
snide
snib
bolt.
is a word.
With a B, as in
Yes.
boy.
The bolt of a or fastening of a door, like to put it on the snib.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'll keep my
Is this
fingers
the
crossed for it.
This is when
Anyway.
Google is a friend. Google is
So,
a friend. Yeah, no.
All
that'd be a
people
good
have
friend of
chosen
mine.
one of these, and the next one is O or C.
Hmm.
Let me just check a word. No,
And we're
it's a
getting to the
acronym.
end of the game. Only 6 cards left after this one.
Ah,
O or C.
ah.
I've chosen to keep my 2 O separate. That might not have been the best thing, but we will see.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm pushing it there.
Yeah.
Aww.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
I have to
So
be
did we
careful with
say
this.
ew
The
is a word?
W to make ow. So what did someone say?
Did we say EW is a word?
Oh, for sure.
If we want it to be.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
And
Ow.
all women and men, and those who do not wish to be so defined, should choose one of these letters.
Or not, because it's not a fascist dictatorship.
Hmm.
What are you talking about when we're in this game, this stream?
If
this
I
is a
want
fact-
to pass
dictatorship.
every single letter and have no words at the end, I am allowed to do that. That is a valid way to play the game.
Well, if your definition of valid might be different to my definition of valid.
So you said you can pass, right?
You can, but
Theoretically.
the next one is N or H.
I don't like those letters. Can we have a different card, please?
You will have a different card in a minute. Now, here.
Not here. Never here.
Ah!
Putting down that card. And the next
Can
one
I
is
abandon a word? Can I abandon a word that I can't complete and start a new one?
yeah. If you want to just completely cross off a line for one, then it won't be a great choice, but you can do that.
Okay.
Next one is, it's I or you. Again, another you.
or
I do
you.
not like any of those.
I'm
And
not-
we've got 3 letters after this one.
Okay. If I can get just one more.
Okay, I'm excited, guys. We can do this. We can as a team.
I need some more. Another 3-letter word.
I need a 3-letter word.
I mean, I can't get the best possible score because I had to skip that 1 letter, but see what happens. A or J? Oh.
That is not
Mm.
helpful in any way. I'm not impressed with this.
I'm going to cross off on my 2-letter word, even though it is not ideal. I was hoping to make 1, but I'm going to do that just so that I can put.
Oh, that's a
the
good
A.
idea. I'm going to do that.
I'm committing to that A. I'm committing to that A. I wrote down J, and I'm now committed to the A because the card's now gone.
Only 2 cards left.
Okay.
Come on, a B. T
Yay!
or L?
I got a 3-letter word.
Why am I happy?
So I have 2 of each type of number word.
Nice. That's 24 points.
Yes. Bring it on.
And that's
Jason, I love your happy face.
marginally more than
Very
I have.
celebratory.
Are you ready for the final word? For the final letter?
Oh,
Yes.
there's one more.
Bring it on.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
Okay.
is the final one. It is R or L.
Yeah. Yes. 4 words.
Is AR a word? Like R.
I do not know. I will check on Collins. No.
What about
Not in
AL?
English.
Is AL a word? I think al dente is an Italian word, isn't it? Al dente.
Oh yeah, that means to the tooth.
Al. There we go. Amazing.
AL is a word, huh?
AL is a word in Italian.
Okay, so
Oh!
is everyone ready? I think that
If I had
unless
committed to that
IR
word,
is
I
a
could
word.
have had that. No, I couldn't because that does the G. Damn it.
So
I'm not sure what
at
I
the
did,
end,
but-
I don't get to use the SNI. I'm just a bit sad. Odin confirms that all is indeed a word. I cross off the 2-letter at to make my 5th 2-letter.
Oh
And
no.
I'll
That is a
move
word.
to
That is a
the
word.
Spanish.
That's another. That's an archaic spelling of pack.
Is act a word?
That. Yay! I have 2 rows.
What about OL? Is OL a word?
Like, fundamentally, you're meant to know what the words mean, but OL, I cannot see it in the dictionary. Nope, I cannot see it.
Oh wow, Odin's beaten me.
But
So Odin has 2 sets, 2, 3, 4, and then a 2 and 2 threes. That's a really good score.
I've
So
done
that's
terribly.
24 points for the 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Then a 2
How-
makes 26, and the 2 threes makes it 35.
Is it?
No,
so
that's-
remind me how we
no,
add
no.
up.
oh,
Remind me
32.
how we
No.
add up.
24, 26.
32.
32.
Someone remind me
32,
how we
thank
add
you.
up because I'm stuck on my point.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So I'll do mine because so I've got 1 set which I cross off them because that's 12. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 8 makes 20, plus 4 for 24.
Right. So, it's
So
12,
I only got
12
24.
points.
No, you got 24 because you got 2 sets, didn't you? Or did you
One.
not get 2 sets?
No, I didn't get 2 sets. I only got 1 set. I never got my second, third, free letter.
So how many points is it for a set again?
12.
Okay. And then just the single points that you've got there.
So, Heather, are you happy to show?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Ooh, very nice. So you've got 32 as well.
Nice.
Nice.
I also had to skip a letter.
Cool.
16.
I had 30.
Ooh,
I only got 28.
Oh, town is a good word.
Bez got 28. And Casey?
Oh, sorry, Bez.
There you go.
24.
Go for it.
34.
24.
No.
No,
You must have more than 24 because it looks like you have 2 sets.
Oh, yeah.
I think you've got 30 points, Casey.
Yeah.
Because you get a bonus 3 points for each set that you make. So you add up the numbers of the letters, which, as you say, is 24. But then for having the perfect 2, 3, 4, you get a bonus 6.
Or 3
So that
per.
puts you on 30.
Of them. Yeah.
So 3 points for a bonus, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was 4 MELL. And I came in the rear with 24 points. Then it was the other Bez, 28. Jason and Casey had 30. And Odin and Heather got almost a perfect score with 32.
So the perfect score is 36.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're slacking, Bez. You're starting not to win at some of your games.
So,
I'm sorry,
Odin and
Jason.
Heather, I'm
Sorry,
wearing
Jason,
this on
I'll
your
try
behalf.
harder.
Oh.
Nice
Other
hat.
Bez.
Odin and Heather, this one for you.
Well, and just because you were asking about, and thank you very much, Odin, that's lovely to hear. Since people were asking about the I's and the J's, those are the 2 letters that I currently have with the little tittles. And I'm not sure if they should remain or if indeed everything should be more uppercase. Because
I can see the logic, but
Sad, confusing the way it is.
I think because every other letter is capital, I would say stick them all capital for continuity's sake.
I think the L is just a little bit confusing looking too.
the O.
The L.
L.
Oh, you mean that the arrow's a bit too big?
Oh, Casey's gone.
Yeah, because it's an arrow. It's not meant to be an arrow. It's meant to be a letter.
Well, all of them have arrows on them, but I think it's because it's kind of, pinched.
Looks like
It looks a little bit like a V.
Yeah, it looks like a Trump V.
Yeah, it's kind of finding that balance between making something that has that sort of flamboyance of street art, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Because if you look, the thing is, if you look at a lot of street art, graffiti, it's almost designed without much regard for how easy it actually is to read it. Because
on the other hand, it is a game that needs to have some level of readability.
Oh, absolutely. And that has to be the priority. But it's not going to be as readable as the original. And I'm okay with that because not everything can be optimized for maximum accessibility, because you want to have some degree of flamboyance and visual, fun. But yeah, definitely I'm going to agree that, and Odin, they do need to be something that you can see quickly and be like, that's what it means. As
Yeah,
I say, it's
I
stuff
think
I'm
it's a-
still working on.
I think you could leave the arrow tip on it for the flamboyance, but just open it up a little bit more.
Just a couple of extra degrees would make all the difference.
Mm.
Don't have to completely make it straight, but having it just slightly more.
Now,
I don't know how you would feel about putting the like the typed letter in the corner.
Oh, no, that's not going to be something for this deck, because this deck is going to be, I know that in the first one, if I take out one of the cards, obviously, like, this was the kind of almost generic one, which it's like, okay, this is how it is. With regards to upper and lower, there are definitely some letters like C and O that, you can't even, or S. How can you tell if that's upper or lowercase? And the U, it's actually
and Z.
lowercase on, if you look at the U, although it didn't come out, well, no, it came out twice. That is clearly lowercase because of just the way the serif is.
Interesting fact about the origins of uppercase and lowercase. It actually originates from the printing press when it used to set the type. You'd have the uppercase, the capital letters at the top of the cupboard in a case, because they were the least common ones used. So that way they didn't have to reach for it. So for the not capitals so often, so they were always the lowercase was on the bottom, and it just got brought into everyday speech. You have the uppercase and lowercase, which actually refers to the printing press.
I think that the reason that it looks weird with the I and the J is just because the I and the J then become a lot smaller because of the dot, right? Whereas the U, it looks bigger, so you don't notice that it's lowercase. Because it is bigger, it's the same size as an uppercase letter.
Well, I know that you must skedaddle, and it is really getting on quite a bit. It's been a lovely evening / for those of us who are in mountain time. Hopefully you've had a good afternoon, and I can't remember where Odin is, if it's mountain or eastern or whatever time it is. But as we start to wind down, I'd like to invite everyone to share something that they are looking forward to, maybe either doing today if you've got lots of day left, or even if you've got not much day left but you still want to do things today, or indeed some hope or ambition you have. Now, Bez, because you must skedaddle, let me say, what are you looking forward to?
Skedaddle anymore, but yeah, I can go. I'm looking forward to my comedy and music night that I'm doing on Saturday, and Jason is performing at.
Nice.
He's practicing.
They pronouns.
So, that sounds like a good quality thing to be looking forward to.
I just have to write some jokes and choose some songs to play, so yeah.
And so, and we've heard that Odin is on Pacific time, which I guess is, a bit to the left of the mountains. Heather, what are you looking forward to?
I have, after having a couple of very busy weeks, like high stress things, been sort of looking for vegging things to do. And there's this series of games called Delicious. It's about like it's like a time-based trial, running a restaurant. People come to the counter and order something and you click and make it for them. And it has like a really cute little story about this girl named Emily, and she grows up and gets married and has a kid. And at this point, she has a child and they have a house, and there's a new story about how her long lost grandpa is actually not dead. And I'm looking forward to finding out what happens to that.
Cool.
Wow.
My very chill, time trial game. Are those things counterintuitive? Maybe. That's okay.
Do you have something that you are looking forward to, Casey, or hope and ambition?
You hear us?
Casey?
I think for now, there are just so many stuff happening, but what I'm actually looking forward to most is a rule book I'm working on, and it's so far the highest page. I love to design, but I'm not sure I share the same passion with writing rule books. And this is 12 page. So I'm actually looking forward to finishing it this weekend because I have to add pictures. So that's the difficult part. So that's my hope this weekend. Should be done.
Nice. Odin is looking forward to Gen Can't, and also says that Pacific time is on the West Coast. So there we go. It's on the...
Yes, it's 1 hour earlier than me. It's a little bit earlier in the day there. So is Gen Can't the same thing as Gen Con Online, or is this year Gen Can't and
Gen Con
Online? Because Gen Can't is usually the online version, or the thing that people who can't go to Gen Con stay home and, like, you know, get online with each other.
And normally it's by Suzanne Sheldon, who kind of did this whole thing of, hey, we're going to do some roll and write stuff. But
I haven't heard anybody talk about Gen Can't, and so I'm wondering if this is like, okay, they're going to be both. So that's how funny. They're both online. So you really can go to Gen Con.
Well, I mean, Gen Con's still a paid thing, though, isn't it?
Oh, maybe, probably. And maybe Gen Can't is free. I guess I haven't looked into the details. I've seen a lot of people talking about their panels, and I'm getting very curious I want to look at my schedule and maybe go to... I haven't decided if I'm going, but I'm intrigued and thinking about it myself.
Oh, and there's a lovely comment by Xate, who's looking forward to Bez. But which Bez? I think it's me, unless you are doing something with Xate.
I mean, Zate could have prepared a surprise party for me. I don't know. It's possible. It's unlikely. Sadly. What are you doing tomorrow?
Oh, well, I'm doing a live stream every morning at 10 a.m., which was actually largely started by Heather, because Heather told me about the Pat Flynn income stream. And then I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I should do that. And that was basically 3 months ago. Nice. And in a week, it's going to be my 100th episode.
Oh, nice. I like that I'm Bez 2.0.
Whoa.
By the way, thank you, Zate. I have a cuddly toy called Darren 2.0, so I feel like we're on the same wavelength.
Oh, 2.0.
Yeah.
I say 2.0. Interesting.
I would say 2.0.
I say 2.0, but I don't know. It's just me.
The 100th episode, I believe, is on Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. Chris said that I should do something special for it. I'm not sure what. I was thinking, okay, this is a bit of a crazy idea, but I was thinking let me just make it a semi-open invite. So anyone who messages me who I trust, it wouldn't be like Bez Day where I kind of encourage lots of people to come in and join in, but where for Bez Day it's hopefully going to be amenable to American people and stuff, because that's going to carry on so long. But for the 100th episode, maybe I could be like, yeah, Jess, come and join me for, a few hours, and Xate and Aqua Sulis. Yeah, let's do that. And apparently Xate is going to make a rap.
I'm very excited about this rap. I think we need to see and hear this rap ASAP.
Get the rap ASAP and
That
get
was
on
the
the beat.
beginning of the rap
And you
right
want
there.
to do it and turn up the heat. You want to give it to me. You want to speak to me. You want to do it all. And you can have a ball.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
As the card says, Bez is brilliant.
I mean, I was assuming that there would be a... Oh.
You wanted me to reply. Sorry, I was too shy.
Really
So, Jason, do you have a hope or ambition?
Do I have a hope?
In general.
I don't think I have.
Oh, sorry, Heather. Did I talk over you?
No. I'm saying hello. We have Casey back.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
But I think Heather, have you said yours?
Yeah, I did. I said I have my silly oxymoron chill time management game. I want to see the story unfolded.
In terms of Zate's question, what's the best theme song? Maybe it's the song from The Fox and the Hound. When you're the best of friends, having so much fun together. That one.
So that is what the fox says.
No, that's the Bears theme song. What the Fox says is definitely the best song in the world.
Is it for like a movie or for a game?
It's from Fox and the Hound.
Or what the Fox says
it's one of the few sad Disney movies.
Yeah, very sad.
I'll probably check it out.
I'll watch it again. I've watched it once, can't do it.
Yeah, I've only watched it once as well, but that song resonated with me.
Same with do you know this Mystic Mountain?
When you're the best of friends.
Mystic Mountain?
They wanted me to keep singing.
Yeah. From The Hobbit.
Yeah, Xates will have you singing going on till 1 a.m. if you'll let Xates have their way with you.
Having so much fun together.
So I can't be too loud.
Jason,
do
you have a...
My ambition is actually a medium term, in the sense that I've got till September to do it. I've got to get 20,000 words, coherent words, should I add, 20,000 words on my thesis, on the written part of my thesis, as I say. I've got more than that, equivalent with compositions. But I'm actually really looking forward, that's my ambition, is to get that done, because I think I calculated if I continue with my average, I've got less than 40 days left, but I could do it in 10.
That would feel great, right? To be done so early.
Oh, it'd be brilliant. It's not going to happen. Probably won't. But the thing I'm looking forward to is in the upcoming next month. If all goes well with admin wise, I've been invited to be part of a project that's under the Tate Modern in London, which will also be, some of it will also be available online and stuff. And I'm not going to spoil too much. I mean, Bez and Heather, I think, know a bit more about it, and it's pushing the edge, to say the least. I'm definitely going to not regret it, but it's going to not backfire. What's the word? It's going to have ripples, that's for sure. But I'm really looking forward to it. Not to mention, I also only had about 18 hours notice to complete a sketch. I never completed the full score, but I did it in 12 of those 18 because I got sidetracked with Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons good.
If you want, Bez, I'm happy to send you the score that I've done.
Oh.
To have a look at.
Sure.
I'll ping it over in a minute. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And I haven't got a date yet, so I can't even say what date.
Cat.
Her name is Gabby.
Gabby.
Yeah. She has decided it's time for...
I bet they can't choose good parties too.
Well,
Still not the fattest cat that we've seen, or biggest cat we've seen.
I'm going to paste a link in the comments to everyone, and
I wouldn't. Don't paste the link to me. Oh, this link. Sorry, that link.
I'm going to paste a link in the comments to everyone, and this link is to a Bez Day competition, which, if I follow the link, what you will find is that you can send in a photo, and if you send in your photo, then you will potentially win yourself drawn in the style of the original in a bind, because this year is the 5th year anniversary of In a Bind, and I'm very excited. And so it is a little bit of a celebration. Every year I've been celebrating this date, 1st of August. Obviously this year I'm doing it online. So please go there, check out the link, and there's an LDEC design contest, which frankly, that's an annual thing. If you're just hearing it, maybe you've got like a sudden inspiration, and feel free to enter it. If you don't feel ready to, because it's a bit too much pressure to do it over the next 6 days, then feel free to get something ready for next year. It's entirely up to you.
So Bez Day is every 1st of August.
Exactly.
Amazing. I'll keep it in the diary for next year. I'm excited.
Is it the first game you published for yourself? Is that the significance of In a Bind?
Yes. So In a Bind was my first mass-produced game, and I was sitting in a shop on 1st of August launching this, and I had it in multiple shops, and I told all the shops, please don't sell it before 1st of August, because I did, and I will go through all the history of all of that tomorrow, but yeah, basically I had the idea of wanting to set a day for it to launch.
What about people that have Yogi? Can they use that for?
Oh yes, absolutely. So if you want to join the photo contest, if you have Yogi Guru, even if you have neither, because if you go to this page, so if you go down, it says rules, submit up to 3 photos of you playing In a Bind Yogi. And you know what? I say of you playing it, but you can get really creative. If you want to do it, you as a plant or you as a mannequin, that's totally allowed. And if you follow this link, then it will show you a free print and play edition, which is just 12 cards in Comic Sans. But
it's the best font. Yay!
That is something that you can have. And yeah, Sate has neither but played, and is the only tree in my fan club, that's true, and used printed out cards or blank ones.
Nice.
And to recap, I guess we started off playing Just Rhyme. It was a lot of fun, and if you want to check it out, you can go to the tabletop game cafe .com/NIBCARD pre-order, NIBCARD import deposit. I will paste that link once more in the Twitch. And
it was really good from Aaron.
Thank you. It's really fun to play.
Yes,
it has been a delightful evening. And I enjoyed being beaten by everyone else on 4MELL, even though I wish I had done slightly better, but there you go. I put myself SNI. There was only like 2 letters I could have done. That was not a good choice. And then I used the AP for the A. What was I doing? Oh my gosh. A series of bad decisions. But
well, I mean, it shows that you're a good teacher. I mean, you taught us well.
You helped me do better than I would have otherwise done.
I'm happy to hear that. It has been lovely. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone in the comments. Thank you, Aquasulis. Thank you, Mr. M. Peebles. I shouldn't say, sorry. It could be Madame, or it could be Mix, or it could be Michelle Peebles, I don't know what M stands for. I mean, like, all this patriarchy that's internalized in me. I'm sorry. But Odin, it's been lovely to have you. It's apparently Mark. There we go.
Oh.
And most importantly, I want to... I did say thank you, Xate, didn't I? And I want to thank you, Heather, and you, KC, especially you, for bringing us this lovely game. And other Bez for doubling the Bez quotient. Without you, there would be only one. And
It's
thank you,
much
Jason.
better with 2 Bezes.
Yes, you are the best.
No, you're the best.
Oh, you're the best.
No, you're the best.
Aw. And thank you, Jason, for the music. And Sates likes having multiple personalities. Does anyone have anything final to say before we finish up? Okay.
I think I'm committing to next week. I really had fun tonight.
I'm really glad to hear that. And I just want to say, if you are enjoying these, please share and spread the word. My next streams are going to be, as I say at the bottom, tomorrow at 10 AM, I'm going to be talking about Bez Day. Tomorrow, well, no, Wednesday is tomorrow. Thursday at 10, I'm going to be talking with Calvin Wongtanoon. And Calvin and I are going to be talking about writing in games. Last fortnight, we talked all about colonialism, like as the ground thing of getting the correct framework, which was really nice. And now we're going to be talking about the 101 of writing. Then in the evening, we're just going to be doing a shorter stream, just doing Giftable and nothing else. Because starting Friday is going to be the Bez Day extravaganza. And so we'll start off 10 AM with an unboxing, 1 PM chatting, and then 2 PM is In a Bond, followed by some chatting and In a Bind stories. And then Saturday, it's the same thing. Unboxing expansions, chatting, and then In a Bond, and 3 PM, and same thing on Sunday. And we've got some lovely friends. I'm excited to have Ben Neumann, who was the second most important. So I'm going to still claim I'm the most important thing. I mean, if I say that I'm not the most important person for making a bind /yogi, you know, something seriously wrong. But Ben Neumann is definitely the second most important person in getting a bind made, because back when it was like, should I even make it? And Ben Neumann was like, yeah, make it, giving me permission to do the thing. And that was really emotionally so powerful. And I'm going to, fingers crossed, have Fraser, my great friend from up in Edinburgh, Jess, from my wonderful friend currently living in Thailand, and Kathleen Mercury, who's a mutual friend. And everyone here is also welcome, because there are still spaces. If you would like to join in the afternoon or for the 2 PM In a Bond, let me know. 2 PM is like 2 PM UK time, so that might be like early, but I don't know. If you want to join in, it would genuinely be lovely to have you. And there is only one thing left to do after all of that, which is to say bye bye, bye bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.